good friend, Mr. Rivers.
Yeah, I'm looking in my cash app. I don't see no money though.
You don't.
I don't see no money in my cash app.
Stacy, I thought I had sent that.
I thought it was a bank with my cash app, my boy.
Let's see. How much?
Good evening,
I tell you
everybody.
what, we
Welcome
gonna
to
do it
Next Play
like we gonna
Investors. It's
play
the
it like
Sunday stock and investment talk with
Uh,
all the Next Play investors. We want to invite you out every Sunday where you
uh,
come in, check us out. We actually get to sit down and talk about
That no
anything with
buying seminar is
investments
nice.
from real estate, cryptocurrency, the
yeah,
stock market,
it is.
all the way to the Next Play
And
and new
I had
businesses
started
and
asking a
people in the
question, then
community
somebody
that
else
are
had
actually doing
buzzed
really
in
well that we want to
and
be able to
asked something,
support.
asked the
It's
same
all about
question.
Oh,
education,
really?
knowledge, and
Yeah, so I
gaining it with
didn't.
a group of
You
friends that
heard it
talk
say, I
about it
hear
every
somebody in
week.
the
And we
background.
actually
That
staying
was me.
connected by talking about it through the
Oh,
week on our chat
yeah, yeah.
programs and in the
You know, I talked
Facebook
to
group.
Desi a
Want to
couple
thank
times.
you
That's
for
the one that
coming
had
out,
that
and we
particular
definitely want to make
deal
sure you
for us.
come out again. So
He
check
wanted
us
us to
out on
partner in
Facebook,
on it.
YouTube,
But
and be able to
he
join the
got
group.
3. What up,
We also have a
Martinez?
WhatsApp chat where
What
we
up,
always
fam?
actually
What's
we
going
sit back
on,
What's
chat
man?
up?
between each other, and we definitely want to make sure that everybody is actually enjoying it and actually doing everything that is possible for us to be able to enjoy it and become part of the Next Play group. We're gonna get ready to go over here and join everybody else, see what everybody else been doing for the week, and we also got to know we got to be looking for the next play. So if everybody's actually ready, let's get over and see what everybody else is doing and see how everything actually work out because all the other people are actually ready, and we finna go over and see what they got going on. Thank you for coming out. Join us again next week.
Facebook this.
What's going
Yeah.
on, y'all? What's going on, y'all? How y'all doing?
Hey, what's going on, Frank? How you doing?
Man, shoot, man, it's a
What's
good
up,
week,
fam?
man. Hey, man, that man over there at the DR. Oh, man, he on the deck. Ooh, where you at?
Nah, ain't nothing good. I'm out here in Smyrna.
Oh, you in the United? Man, I ain't never seen nobody come back and forth like you, man. Man, ooh, put your feet up.
Hey, what's the name of that cartoon? Used to be Where's Waldo?
Where's Waldo? Man, Waldo be everywhere, man. You know what I'm saying? Waldo be everywhere.
Where's Martinez?
Where's
Yeah, man. That
Martinez?
dude, man.
Hey, man, that's what's up, man. So what y'all got going
That
on?
boy
That
jumped
hey,
from continent to continent.
man, what we got popping, man? What we got popping?
Oh, but I bought another share of Apple. Every week, man, I told you I'm gonna buy something. So I bought Apple and I've been looking at this energy company. Check it out. It's called Engine Number One. It's gonna be in my news section.
Okay.
See what y'all think about that one, bro.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's been an interesting week in the market. Everything's on the road.
Get everything rolling. Now,
All right.
well, I ain't got nothing up
What?
today, so we just gonna talk it through.
Yeah.
What's up?
So that's good. That's
All right.
good. We'll go back to 2020 when we first started.
Oh yeah.
without all the graphics and the animation.
Yeah.
So we're gonna start off, man, with success stories. The Next Play success stories of the week. We're gonna get them from Franco, Martinez, Slammin' Sam, and me. So I'm gonna start it off this week. I bought Clorox a couple of weeks ago, based on the new Delta variant running rapid. And when I looked at it, Clorox was down like $25. It was definitely in the buy zone, according to the Next Play strategies.
Mm-hmm.
So I went in, I bought me some shares of that, and this week I am up 3% on the shares that I got. So it's heading in the right direction. And with this Delta variant going on, it's probably going to keep going up because I think Clorox is going to be being used quite a bit. Because I know for a fact I'm washing my hands a lot more. I'm masking up, trying to protect myself because we all know somebody who's been affected from the COVID some way, somehow.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Frank.
No, I say yeah. We all know everybody. I just wish they make up their mind which one worked. That's all.
Well,
That mean they keep switching up which vaccine work, which vaccine more effective. I just wish they make up their mind.
they ain't gonna do that.
They may not know.
They ain't
They
gonna do
don't
that
know.
because they gotta take turns. All those companies gotta make money that was in the headline.
Hmm.
And
Well,
now
Moderna
there's
is
one more
killing
in
it.
the play. I'm gonna let you know there's one more in play. One company that haven't had their turn
Do
at
the
the table yet.
AstraZeneca?
No, it's the company that make those COVID test strips. They haven't had their chance at the table yet, but that's coming up now.
Okay. All
The one
right.
that make those tests, that's who make it. That's who at the table right now. Moderna, Pfizer, with Johnson Johnson, they had their time at the table. Now it's the company that make those tests. You're gonna
Okay.
start seeing some advertising that we need more tests. We need more tests. They're gonna make their money now. It's their time at the table.
All
Yeah,
right.
yeah, because
Um.
I heard that Moderna stock went through the roof, but like
Go.
I heard that yeah they got a couple other people coming out because they're saying that other companies are still making versions. So like even though the big three are out, other companies are still because of the Delta variant. I read some things this week. The other companies are still trying to make improved vaccines to give to the people. So
Yeah, I heard the same thing. I think they call it a booster shot.
yeah, they call it
Yeah.
a
So what
booster
they gonna
shot.
do about the kids though?
Well, they
Are
still
they gonna
saying
let
the
they pay
kids
some
ain't
of
gonna
the
get it.
vaccine for the kids? They don't had 2 kids to die already from it.
That
In
ain't
Two, I
South
enough.
know.
Carolina, they did too. They had one die
That
in
ain't
South
enough.
Carolina.
That ain't enough.
Dang,
That ain't enough.
that ain't enough.
That ain't enough. That
Well,
that
that's
put.
just here in Atlanta
Hey man,
that I know about. I'm pretty sure it's more.
it might be more, but politically it ain't enough. You see them kids going to school, right? And the COVID
Yeah.
cases shooting up. So hey, that's all your problem. Um,
Nah, that
Well,
slave master say he need his folk back in the field. That's how that is.
yeah, but Moderna stock has blew the roof off everything. Like Moderna sitting at like $400.
nah, more than that. Moderna's not. The last time I looked at Moderna, it was at 500.
Wow.
Wow, we missed that one.
500,
We sold
and
out too quick, man.
Next play was trading that at $40.
We sold out too quick, man.
So that's
6
one.
months ago. 6 months ago. Yeah,
A
roughly.
little longer than 6.
Probably we'll say a year.
At the breakout of the first, what's called, we looked at Moderna.
Yeah, we was in Moderna then.
So when we first
Around
started,
April.
before
But
Over a year ago.
we was looking at Moderna when we first created this group before we
yeah,
went
because
public.
I think
So it was about this
Morena,
time last year. We
That's
we
what
was
I said
already
over a year ago.
we was already
yeah,
meeting. We was already meeting, and then around this time last year was when we was trading Moderna.
Moderna came out,
Yeah.
and then I think because what's her name loaded up on it. Then she, I wonder if she still has it. Morena.
Ooh, I don't know. We ain't talked to. We have to check. We have
She
to
got
tell
it when it
check.
was real low. I remember
Yeah.
she got it like at 6
So I
bucks.
remember that's the one. I think that's the one she chose over the. She had the Pfizer at first. I do remember. I think we all had
I had
Pfizer.
Pfizer too.
I had Pfizer
Yeah.
too.
I ain't
I
have
had
Pfizer. I didn't have
Yeah.
Pfizer.
Yeah.
I had Pfizer, and I had Pfizer, and I had Moderna. And Moderna, I bought Moderna around April of 20.
Never messed
Yeah.
with Moderna.
Yeah, I was just trading. I was day trading.
I stayed away from Moderna
Yeah.
because I thought, I guess we all thought Pfizer was going to be it.
Yeah,
How they came out until that CEO did what he did.
yeah,
Well,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be
Yeah,
honest
yeah,
with
yeah.
y'all, and this is something we got to go back to, man. And I think, and I'm trying to get time to bring it to come back to it. But I've been back studying our guy, and I think that's one of the things we got to start back putting into perspective: the time horizon.
Anton Krill. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. And the time horizon, I think that's why why the trades are kicking us out, but I think that's one of the things we've been moving away from because the market been so sideways and going down so much. I think we've been pulling out of stocks, and we probably need to ride the wave a little bit. You know what I mean? Because it's a different market. I mean, I'm finding out that we getting kicked out, and then as soon as we get kicked out on some of these stocks because we trying to keep it close because of the market, then they taking off. We don't have a couple of stocks that everybody pulled out of. I mean, I look at AMC. When I got out of AMC, I bought 100 shares of AMC for like $5. Then AMC went to 300. I was so pissed. I was so pissed. I'm talking about I was pissed because I could have bought me, man. You know, so how mad I was, and it was just because I got worried about the cost, and then I was like, damn. But that time horizon, it's showing that all these big stocks, the time horizon is actually what's causing these things to jump. We've been right on what we've been talking about, but the time horizon, even with the stock Sam picked on the housing, they've been going up. All the housing stocks, we you know what I mean, we've been holding on to for dividends, but a lot of them been going up still. And the time horizon, they making money.
Man, look, if I could show you, which is part of my positive news for this week, Stacy, I don't know if he was finished.
Oh no. But that's cool. That's cool. We can, we can ad lib in.
But
You
yeah,
know,
man.
But next success, everybody know I got a trucking company, Sand Trans LLC. We drive for financial freedom. And I created a PDF that I sell online on, how to get your CDL in a pickup truck. And it's been out for, I don't know, maybe about 6 months. But this was the first week that we had 3 sales in 1 week of the PDF. So, that's another success.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And y'all can go get it at payhip.com. Sand Trans LLC. Go get your, if you want to learn how to get your CDL, you can go there and get it. And I got some houses in Augusta that I've had for probably about 14 years. I'll put them up for sale, a whole portfolio. And I got a solid offer this past weekend, so I should get the contract tomorrow. So
Okay.
hopefully that works out. So
Okay.
Oh man, you doing good,
Well,
sir.
man, we trying to, and I'm getting in shape for my infinite banking physical coming up. So I'm down 10 pounds.
All right. That's what's
So,
up. That's what's up.
you gotta, that's one thing, when you get your physical, it's kind of like they rating you like a football player. They're gonna check everything and make sure you're good, and depending on what your results are, how your blood work stuff comes in, is how much money they wanna insure your life for.
Absolutely not.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we'll rock that.
Okay.
So I said next success. I'm gonna give it to Martinez, man. What you got successful last week, Martinez?
Man, I had a wonderful time. I'm just happy to be here. I survived.
What you mean?
Oh, baby. I survived. I was looking back when I was just came back from DR. I looked around at everything that I accumulated in my home there. And I said, I did it off trading.
Really?
All my accessories, everything, I did it off trading, paying my bills off trading. And I figure like we all started learning together from the boot camps and stuff. And it paid off. It paid off.
So
I feel good.
I'm happy to hear that because we gonna get the boot camps back up for people. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
But we definitely may have to charge a little bit because it's gonna cost money. You know what I mean, for bandwidth and a little bit of other stuff, people time. But I think that's one of the biggest things we can get. We gonna give the people a boot camp where they can actually learn. And
Yeah.
it costs money to put it together, so that's why we ain't did it before. But I think we got some people in the group that we gonna try to put this boot camp together and start back trading at least. Do an hour like in the middle of the week. Everybody pay $5-10 because I think that's what that boot camp helped us out before we kind of let everybody see it. You pay $5-10 a week to come in and we do the boot camp and the training and teach a little terminology, a little start charting and something like that. I mean, I think that's what we think what the next step to take it to.
Yeah.
All right. Well, shoot, since you talking, Frank, what kind of success stories did you got for us this week, man?
Man, I ain't gonna tell you I made it another week. We got a lot of projects done this week. We finished. As you know, we finished Harry Norman. We're gonna be going back in with them. We started Up on the Roof in Roswell. We got a lot of networking projects we closed out last week. It's been a pretty good week, man. My son's birthday was last week, so that was a good milestone. I mean,
Woo!
yeah, my kids, shoot, they happy. That's the best thing I can really say is, shoot, I'm healthy, happy, and life. I actually made a little money last week too, but we ain't gonna talk about that shit. Other than that, man, everything was lovely for me. I'm still here. I ain't got corona, and I'm still here. So it was a lovely week. I wish I could find anybody that actually want to work. We hire. Please, man. Hey, look, we hiring. We need help. That's the only thing I want to throw that out there to anybody listening. If you know anybody that's a technician that want to get a job, please call 770-692-3652. Ask for Jim. Jim will get you on the squad because I'm tired.
Man, say tired.
I hear that.
Tired, dog.
But that's about all for me, man. What's going on with you, Sam?
Oh man, this success story, man. I dropped my daughter off at school last week. Did her first full week. Came home. And there, so hey,
That's dope. That's dope.
like man, I'm elated. Glad
That's dope.
about that. The other thing is, remember I was telling everybody, all the members and stuff, I was telling everybody how I was gonna try to borrow other folks' money to start investing. So what I did, I actually I got 5 credit cards, new credit cards, 0% interest, and I pulled money from those cards and I have started investing in the stock market on with those cards basically. So
So
I'm gonna
you
see
took
what that
so you
generates.
took credit and turned it into money to make more money.
There
So
you
you
go. Just
created
like
a new next play. Instead of
I became
spending
a
money on clothes, you took
yeah,
credit and invested it into something that's gonna make money from the money that you borrowed from somebody else on a low interest rate. That's an interesting.
exact on 0% interest. I only wanted the cards with the 0% interest for the 4 years. Sometimes they were mostly I've got it between 15 to 18 months at 0% interest. With the banks and everything, closing credit lines and stuff like that. So I figured, okay, I could do this and I could invest because I've been keeping tracks of which one of my stocks have been making good returns. And actually, my that mortgage wholesale company is once I did my calculations, I'm like, if I just took the money that I had and dumped it in that, I could pay back my credit cards within 2 months.
So you was
So
using OPM, other people's money, huh?
using other folks' money, man, and I just keep all my stocks. So I don't get a whole lot of money out of it initially, but I own the stocks. So my goal was to actually own a UWMC, to own 1,000 shares of that. And now that would put me really close to 1,000 shares of it. So amongst other things that I'm investing in, using it to invest in also. So that was just one little part of highlight of my week. Because I have implemented and I've started doing that. Um,
Hey
the other
man,
part was UWMC, and I have made on a 1,400 investment. Just on that, I've made out around 3.
mm,
I can't beat it.
no, you
Had a
can't
good
beat
week,
But you
man.
made $3
Yeah, $3.
$3.
on $1,400 investment.
Huh?
You said $3? That don't make
Right.
sense. That don't sound like the next play.
Like 3 zeros behind it.
Add 3 zeros.
I had 3 zeros behind. I
Oh,
know 3, man. That don't sound like a next play. That sounds like a no way.
Three stacks, boy. We getting hey,
we're gonna
man.
call. We're
3
gonna call him.
stacks.
We're gonna call him Sam Three Stack.
We get 3 stacks on that. So I mean, it ain't. I mean, it's money,
It's
and I
money.
didn't have to really work for it. I use this and the information that I get from you guys, and I listen. And I go back and I execute. That's all. And if I win it, I win it. And if I don't, I don't. But I'm making a logical assumption and assumption at it, and I just execute with it, and I just hold on to it. And I still have those stocks, and we're gonna see where it takes.
Good. That's all.
Yep.
That's
Also
all.
picked up some more Apple and stuff like
You
that.
know, man,
Yeah.
I'm scared of Apple right now. I'm scared of
But
Apple.
so
Apple
you
got
gotta
too
look,
many. They got too many products on sale, Sam. Apple
but you
ain't
gotta
never.
look at it. You looking at it as short. I've always looked at Apple as years down the line, and anytime. So I really don't. It really doesn't matter to me if Apple drops right now because it's a long-term play for me.
I got
Long
you.
term.
I
I
got you.
mean,
And if you think
Gabriel
about Apple,
Samantha, they just started college, so I'm like, 4 years down the line, where will Apple be? If I buying it low now, it makes no difference. It could be a split again in 2 years. So I'm like, hey, doesn't make any difference to me.
I remember Apple being at 650, as high as 650,
Mhm.
and then recently, last year, it was at 525 before it split.
Exactly.
So based upon their track record, and if you look at their chart is like this.
Yeah, it's like
there.
that. I mean, it's repeating the same cycle over
Right,
and over.
right. And remember, the company doesn't have any debt, because you got to think about this thing. We're buying businesses,
Yeah,
and based upon the track record of the business, makes us, it makes us look at the business and decide whether or not we want to invest in it.
yeah,
So if we're wise investors, if the business doesn't have any debt and they got, billions of dollars in cash sitting on the sideline, it makes them a solid business.
yeah. I believe Martinez mentioned it, and he brought it to my attention. I have started looking closer at the volume of what these companies are doing also, and that's determining if I really want to invest in it or not, because the volume determines the volatility of that company. So if you got steady investors, you can go back and check how much volume these businesses been doing. If they have a constant volume, then that's a company I want to look at. If it's been a consistent volume for years, man, you got people looking and it's still going up and down, that's something I can work within, So,
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe that's what keep Apple stable, because they got a lot of volume
yeah.
in that.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of money invested.
Mm-hmm. But I also want
Apple's
to
got $92 billion.
on the sideline in cash, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
You got $92 billion sitting on the sideline. I mean, I get it. I'm just, like I tell y'all, Apple has sales on all their products.
Oh yeah.
And Apple has never had a sale on a product. Apple was the one that set the price for the product.
Mm-hmm.
So when you look at it from the perspective of where's the market going, are they gonna still be the leader?
Or are you questioning like what's going on with Apple
Well,
when they put stuff on sale?
I'm looking at it as we always know, because we business owners. If
Yeah.
a stock, if you put stuff on sale because you're trying to make up some revenue, you don't put it on sale if you making money. When you making money, you want top dollar. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And so when you look at it from the perspective of that, a company that has put over 10, 15 years has never allowed their equipment to be put on sale. I mean, even buying it to use in clients' locations, we couldn't even buy it on sale.
But do you think that be part to the pandemic?
I was thinking the same thing.
I think that's just because of the pandemic, because
Mhm.
there's not that much consumers buying like they are, because people are scared to spend their money.
Yeah.
Believe that or
So
not, I agree with you 100%. But that also explains that we've been already talking about a pullback that's going to happen this year to correct this inflation. So at some point in time, Apple hadn't really took a hit.
Yeah, Apple did go down to about $109.
Yeah, remember, because it dropped down to that buy zone. And that's what we was talking about. Like, that's a great buying spot because a lot of us bought in at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But that's where we bought at. Me and Stacy we bought Apple at that
Because
point.
it was, the buy zone was from it. It really was on 109 to about 115, and then it expanded due to the low market capitalization. I mean, the low market volume. It went from 109 to 125.
See what you
That
just
was the
said?
buy area.
You see what you just said? The low volume pushed the price up,
hmm
right?
But
So if,
that's just because of the pandemic, though.
okay, so we gotta find a way to back test this because that could be something we could be looking at. The low when it's got low volume, people are willing to buy it. That could be a sign that we can buy. We might need to test that because if low volume pushes the stock
Remember,
like Apple up, what is high volume doing? Is it just keeping it up, or is it what is it doing? Because if low volume can push a stock up, what does high volume mean? Because high volume
but
could.
that's just like that just sounds like what you just said. It's a business. If your product is not moving, you go drop the price down. You know what I'm saying? So it's basically the rules of supply and demand.
I'm
You
with
don't
you.
want to be stuck with a gang of product and it's not moving because your product has quality, but it doesn't have the money, the investors that come behind it to invest in it because people are scared to spend money. You're in the middle of a pandemic. But for some reason, because the company is so strong, it's been staying stable due to, like Stacey said, they don't have any debt. You
Right.
just said they got 92 billion.
On the side.
It's gonna stay in that right. You're not gonna. It had to be something tremendous for that stock to just tank.
Well, I ain't saying it's gonna tank. I ain't gonna say it's gonna tank. I ain't gonna say.
And on top of that, there's a little fear in it. It's fear in the markets. It's fear in the economy because no one there's an unknown about the Delta variant right now. It's unknown. You don't know which way this thing is going to go. So a lot of people is in a holding pattern. So I gotta agree with Martinez on that. You got product that's sitting on the shelf because if you even think about it, the average person is keeping their cell phone until it slows down.
Yeah.
Or it starts acting crazy, or it breaks. Other than that, especially an Apple phone,
Yeah.
that quality of product is good.
Hey, because you got an Apple iPhone. Now, since money tight, that don't mean you go get the watch, the accessorizer. So you just sitting with the phone for right now.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Yeah.
true. I mean, that's true.
Yeah. And then even with them lowering the prices of their earbuds and stuff, they're still at the same market price as the Androids and everything. So they dropped theirs from up there where everybody else is. So they still,
Yeah. And it's all
Yeah.
made
I don't know. They might, because they dropped their prices. We don't know the bottom line. They could be just making hell of a sales right now, and then come next quarter, the stock might just take off.
Oh,
We don't
Well,
know.
I can tell y'all, I've been researching a little bit on Apple. Apple is actually finna be they're actually setting themselves up to be a part of the data game. They're not even worried about phones no more because the new iPhone changes the format of the phones, how they save the formats. So Apple is the biggest thing now. They're getting into data storage. Like that's one of their biggest things right now. That's why like if you're an Apple user, you've been seeing a lot of changes on iCloud. So I mean, you know what I mean? How they handle iCloud, how they going to be using iCloud, because like even they're going to be searching like they're going to go through your images on your phone now for child porn. It's kind of crazy that Apple is getting into a lot of different arenas now. Because even with the car, a lot of people don't kind of put it to the back that Apple going to try to do a car. You know what I mean? Like, so I get it when we say Apple's a great company because there's a lot of stuff that Apple is about to do that hasn't really been put out there yet.
Yeah.
So
Well, the next play buy in on Apple is at 144, 146. Give anybody
We buying in it.
Yeah, we buying in about 144, 146. If it hit any of them numbers right there, Hello.
Hey, hold on. You know something? Before I forget, something I forget to suggest it, man. Have we been looking into any of these grocery stocks?
And that's actually something I thought
Instacart.
about.
Not just Instacart. I'm talking about like Publix,
Oh yeah.
Kroger,
Warren Buffett been
Kroger,
buying Kroger since the beginning of the pandemic.
something, because they can't keep the shelves stocked. I just left out of Publix. The line is like it's pandemic time. The line was going down the aisles. The shelves are empty.
Well, something going on we don't know about.
No, it's just
We talking though.
just talking to the employees. They saying it's just they don't have the manpower, and it's a lot of people buying groceries now. It's like because they got so many avenues where people are buying, the actual individual going to the store purchase, and then you got all these other companies like Instacart, Shipley, a lot of just companies coming there shopping also, so people don't have to go. So the volumes are higher now. They don't have the manpower or the plan to handle this yet. So that
That's
means
true.
their business must be really booming right now.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, I guess we spend so much time because that would be in consumer discretionary, and I guess we spend so much time looking at tech and some of the other stuff in the bio stocks. We kind of let that one slip through. I mean,
Yeah, because
I think we kind of let that one slip through. I ain't gonna lie, we talk a lot about tech, biotech. We talk a lot about crypto, but we really don't talk about that particular sector in consumer discretionary. We really don't talk about the food too much at all.
Well, that's because they had everything shut down. Anybody buying that?
Well, I
Just
mean,
say,
but the problem is though, because it make a lot of sense that the grocery stores like they're gonna be they're such an essential business that their stocks should be they should be higher. Just
it
because
should be.
everybody, we got to look into some earnings and look into them, because when you look at the fact that they got to be posting positive numbers. Everybody's at home, kids at home, parents got to buy all these groceries for the kids that was at home. You know what I'm saying? And you think about it, the kids that are at home, they eating up more food than they would. You know what I'm saying? So the grocery, like, we slipped on that one, fella. I ain't gonna lie.
yeah. And then look at the numbers Amazon did during this pandemic. Look how they stock moved. Man, I know some people killed some options on Amazon.
Wow.
They ate them alive.
I'd be glad when I could buy an option on
Got to the hook.
Amazon.
Yeah, that was crazy.
I'd be
That was
glad when I
crazy.
could buy option on Amazon. Options on Amazon, $45, $65, $75, $100 an option.
I had a couple partners. One of them, man, one of the cat that I told you to play they wrote the movie about.
Yeah.
He got the Amazon.
Yeah, I know. I was, man. Ooh, Amazon
Yeah.
worth almost $4,000, man.
Yeah, Martin, you right. Kroger's been going straight up.
For real?
Kroger now?
Kroger's at 42.81. Been going up though.
Where it came
I
from?
know. Warren
That's up for
Buffett bought a
37.
bunch of them.
That was last week, huh?
I know Warren Buffett bought a ton of Kroger last year.
Yeah.
A ton of them, man. He's
Yeah,
buying
I know.
Kroger.
Yeah.
And that's one thing I know.
Was that before the pandemic? Was that before the pandemic? He
That
bought
was
it.
right when the pandemic started. When it first started, he was investing.
Boy,
in
he's
Kroger.
smart. Why we didn't think of that?
He's smart, but he's a seasoned investor. That man's 90-something years old. So he done seen all this stuff before. Smallpox. He went through pandemics before, bro. He went
Yeah.
through inflation. All that stuff. He already know where the plays at.
This thing, we've been through one. 20 years down the line, where you think we're gonna be?
We'll be right there
We'll know
ready.
what to play and everything by then.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he was buying Wells Fargo before anybody was talking about inflation. Nobody could figure out why he was buying Wells Fargo, but he already knew inflation was coming. So he was ahead of the game. And guess what? He sold all his Wells Fargo recently.
That's when everybody else started buying it. Hey, y'all stole it.
Yeah.
That's when he started selling. So, all right, moving on. Ms. Williams.
You might. You
I got it.
Got
Your
you.
mic sounds nice. Check one.
You
Success
got any,
stories.
you got any success for us, Ms. Williams?
Do I have any what?
Success stories for us this week. What's good?
Oh, no, not really.
Nothing.
I'm taking a class
Oh,
on it's a stock market class.
oh, really? Tell us about it.
What you want to know?
Is it online or you have to go there?
Oh, like that. Yeah, it's online. It's through Teachable. Terry Genoma.
Terry Genoma. She does options and she works with Mark.
Cuban.
No, Mark. What's Mark?
Oh,
name,
I know
man?
you talk. I know who you talking
Mark
about.
Monroe.
I can't think of
Mark
his last name.
Monroe.
Mark
Okay.
Monroe.
Yeah, I've
right?
heard of Mark
The
Monroe.
young guy, right? And Terry does trade and travel, right?
Yeah,
And she's good.
she
Wow.
does. She explains it very well,
Wow.
extremely well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see.
But it's like starting over though because I have to learn her way and how she do it.
Okay.
And so and she likes to use TradeStation, not so much TD Ameritrade. I mean, you can use TD Ameritrade, but it would be like having to learn that while she really teaches on TradeStation.
So,
Okay.
which platform do you prefer? Do you like what she's teaching, or do you like P Ameritrade, or basically it doesn't matter with you?
No, not really. I mean, I was gonna do TD Ameritrade and stick with it and learn basically everything I needed to know, but because she's using the other one, it doesn't. I would have to learn both of them, and I don't know if I feel like doing that right now. Not at the very beginning though.
Okay. Well, that's good. That's good. I checked her out a while back, and she's I think she was a principal at a school. And so
Yeah.
she knows how to teach, so she can break it down.
Yeah.
And I think I've seen her do like these trading, not like a trading challenge, where she'll take like 25,000 and turn it into like 250,000.
Yeah, like they're doing right now. They're doing $1,000 a day. So they have some people that make. So their goal is to make $1,000 a day, and so she has a $1,000 a day club.
Glad you my cousin. Oh,
I'm telling you. So you making $1,000 a day? I need a loan.
we're rocking with.
Look at him. Look
We're
at
rocking
him.
with William.
Can I get a cheeseburger?
We're rocking with. Well, that's great. That's good news. That's good. That's
So
very
yeah,
good.
that's what's going on. And my husband told me, I don't know if y'all. I haven't been watching the news, and I don't know if I see any reports. I don't watch the news like that.
Right.
But last week, they packed troops up to go to Afghanistan. Is it Afghanistan?
Yeah.
Am I the
Yeah.
right place?
Yeah.
So they flew over, but then I haven't heard anything, nobody talking about it. I work in a salon. So nobody has really been talking about it. So I don't know how the chatter is on the news.
So what you
But
got is
I know that troops is going over there. And I know that he said that troops is going over. They went last week and equipment went over last week because he works on the Air Force base. So he works on the base, on the.
yeah, the Taliban took all that fighting for the last 20 years has been basically a lot of dead people for nothing because the
Yeah.
Taliban just took back over the whole Afghanistan. They just took
Yep.
the capital.
Right.
They just took the capital this
Everything.
weekend. So they
Where
took
was
all.
their land anyway?
Well, again,
Not the Taliban.
the Taliban.
Well, look.
In a way,
It
he
was
right. In
their
a way, he
people's
right because
land.
the Taliban people
Their
got ran
people got
out
pushed
of
off of it.
Afghanistan by the other people trying to take over, and that's how you got the Taliban. The Taliban came from it's kind of like you ever heard the Shiites and the Kurds and all this stuff. Them different
Mhm.
groups occupied the land and
They got
do
pushed
different
off.
leaders and political people in office. Kind of like, you know what I'm saying, what you see everywhere else, like in Libya and all that. They actually got pushed out and they formed the Taliban because they was, you know, they kind of blamed it on America. You know, it's a lot of crazy stuff, but you know, one thing somebody always told me a long time ago when I started learning about investing in the world, when you got a worldview and you understand, they got to have a war going on somewhere to create money. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like they gotta have a war going on somewhere to create money. Cause you gotta think about with all those troops going back over there, all the supplies that we use on a daily basis got to be sent there too at the same time during the pandemic. You know what I mean? You think about ammunition, so they got to get back to making ammunition. They got to get back to making food. They got to get back to making the cars to transport. They got to get back to making the tents, the utilities. So it's more of a push. I was thinking about it this weekend. It's funny Miss Williams brung it up, but it's gonna make retail, like the company sales, actually go up because they got to go right back over there and fight again. So stuff got to be shipped over there from the same retailers that we sit here talking about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They just pulled out 6-7 months ago and they right back over there. And the Taliban actually took over some of the places that had like U.S. troops. Like, it was crazy because the Taliban was posting U.S. the stuff that the United States left over there. The Taliban got it. If you go online, you can find like websites that are selling American like tank, like cars and trucks and Humvees. Whatever, they left it over there. So when the Taliban took over, they actually got stuff for sale that's American, and you can buy it online.
Well, I heard that they were only supposed to go over there to secure the embassy to make sure everybody got out safely, supposedly. Now that's what was reported on the news.
Well, you know how that goes. America don't go cross seas for no reason.
They'll twist the narrative in a heartbeat.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
that's what's reported on the news or whatnot. So,
Also, I saw on the news where they said the American embassy was taking fire, and also I saw they put out a report if you were at the airport and you were American, to get low, because you know.
I'm gonna tell you, man, all that it would take for the U.S. to be in war is for them to kill some U.S. soldiers, whatnot, and it'll be over.
Well, listen,
Right back at war.
listen. If the embassy is taking gunfire, that's a threat right there.
Yeah, that's a threat, Arthur.
That's U.S. air. That
Yeah,
means property.
right,
Yeah.
right. So you really attacking the U.S. right there.
We can't fire upon nobody embassy, and they can't fire upon ours. That's an act of war.
Right.
Yeah.
So there you go. You know, there it is, man. Also, in 1929 is when the stock market crashed and had the Great Depression.
Of
But
course.
right after that, boom, World War I hit.
Yeah.
Start generating funds. Right after that, man. So Frank is right. You know, war, government spending, all that stuff, you know, causes the money to circulate, causing the print money, and so on and so forth. So it's a part of it. But that's good information. And yeah, we'd like to hear more about Terry and her stuff coming up in the near future. I'm glad you're in. I joined Wall Street Trapper. I don't know if you've heard of him. He's a brother out of Louisiana. I joined his group, so to speak, and just trying to get more networking. So Next Play and Sam and I, we partnered together on a note investing class where we learn about investing in real estate, which is a whole nother topic. But
Yeah.
we all investors, so we're going to just invest.
Yeah. Yep.
So now we got past all the success stories. We'll take a look at the sectors to see where they're at. And let's see here. Okay. I'm a little off beat, but here we go. Number one sector, right, for last week is consumer staples. Next is real estate. Real estate is number two, up 0.68%. Healthcare is number three, and we know why.
What's
With
that?
the Delta variant. So, I mean, we look at these things right here, like with healthcare. Moderna went up $100. I saw Moderna go up $100 in like 1 week. One minute it was $4.19. Next minute it stopped at $500.
That's
All
correct.
because of this catalyst, man. which is good information. Utilities, information technology, Apple, they are 50.54%. Consumer services is next. Materials, consumer discretionary, and last three are industrial, financial, and energy. I go back to financial because Martinez told us about the banks cutting the credit lines, you know, a while back. So now we can see financials is down 0.73%, almost 1%. You know, so and because of what Martinez said, I sold all my banking stocks 2 weeks ago, and now they're in the bottom of the barrel. So maybe an opportunity.
Yeah.
You know, and maybe some opportunity in the banking area because they're down.
Yeah.
And energy's down a lot too. Huh?
The bank can go bounce back. We all know that.
Yeah, so it might be some opportunity there and maybe some opportunity in energy. Some good energy like Duke Energy. So definitely take a look at that. We got some opportunity there.
Yeah.
Next play nugget. This week I'm reading this book. I've read it before, but I'm reading it again because I don't have anything to read. It's called Tony Robbins, Money Master the Game. It's a good book, very good. Me and Frank read it probably about a year and a half ago. And the nugget I got out of it is from Warren Buffett, the seasoned investor. And he says when he dies, right, what he wants the people to do with his the trust that he left for his wife, he wants them to invest it in index funds. Why? Because it's a minimum entry cost and it has a maximum upside. Warren Buffett believes that a good index fund would be any hedge fund investor. So he says, look, my wife doesn't know anything about trading, right? But I know if I take my trust and put it in this index fund, that she'll be straight. You know what I'm saying? Index fund can make anywhere from 10 to 15%. So what I took the liberty of doing, finding in 2021, 3 of the best performing index funds. And the first one is Schwab Total Stock Market Index. The ticker is SWTXX. That's SWTXX. It's an index fund, and it's for the past 10 years, it's returned 13.72%, and for the past 5 years, it's done 15.32%. Second one is the Vanguard Total Stock Index Fund. The ticker is VTSAX. Past 10 years, it's returned 13.78% on your money.
You said 10 years.
Past 10, it's returned 13%. S&P on the average does about 6%.
Mm-hmm.
This is returned 13% on your money, and the past 5, it's did 15.42. And the last one is the Fidelity Total Market Index Fund, the FSKAX. It's did 13.74% for 10 years and 15.38%. So you may want to take a look at these index funds. This is not, my suggestion. I'm no fiduciary, no financial advisor, but this may be something you want to take a look at. And the great Warren Buffett, 95 years old, who invested for decades, saying if he died, put my money in the index fund for my wife and live. So, but that's it. That's my report. And Stacey, I'm out. We're gonna move on to Sam with the news. Yeah, Big Gary.
What's up, Coach? Big Gary.
All right, keep going.
No, let him stay. He need to learn something.
He gotta go do something.
Gotta get me off this TV.
Yeah, pretty much. Hey, first of all, I want to start with basically Coinbase. If you don't have that stock, I would consider looking at it. I'm not a fiduciary advisor. I'm just putting information out there. As you know, Coinbase is a platform where you can buy crypto, but you can also purchase Coinbase also as a stock. And the reason I'm telling you this is because Coinbase just now got permission to trade in China. So
Really?
I want to look at it.
That's big.
So
How did that go
like
over?
I said,
Yeah,
I'm not
that's gonna be
your
big.
fiduciary advisor, but they do have the green light for China now. So that just opens up the door
What?
for
Ooh,
that.
that's big because that means they compete with Binance now. So
There you go.
Binance and Coinbase gonna be the top two, because Binance is the only other exchange that's open on a worldwide platform.
Oh,
Yep.
really?
Yeah, Binance is the only other chain that's accepted in the United States and around the world. Binance is
Yep.
the only foreign company that got a US crypto exchange. You
Hey,
sure?
we definitely need to chart that later on.
Yeah, because Binance, what Binance beats Coinbase is Binance has their own coin as well.
Yeah. Mhm.
So you got a Binance coin. Binance is the
And-
only one able to trade in other countries around the world, and Binance trades in the U.S. So if Coinbase is trading in China, that means it's going to be open up to other people in the world. Ooh,
Yeah.
that's how they gonna get the money back.
Yep.
That's how they gonna
Okay.
get the money back.
Yeah.
I know that Kathy Wood, she dumped a whole bunch of money recently. I want to say she bought like 300 million shares of Coinbase.
Yeah.
I think Coinbase was at like 228 when she bought in, and those hedge fund investors, they know what's going on.
And know what's going on, man. They already know. It seems like they have insider trading. To me, I mean, I don't know, but those jokers are ahead of the curve. I'm like, how the heck? But hey, it is what it is, man. You know.
Well, I think the major part with the hedge fund, we talk about word on the street. They word on the street different because they at a different level of the totem pole. They closer
Yeah.
to the top than we is. You know what I mean? And with them being closer to the top than we is, they really do get a lot of information. Then they got people like, let's just take out of this group. I do a lot of research on the companies and stuff. Stacy do a lot of financials. You do a lot of news. Man, they got teams of people in their offices researching and you got to think about the allocation of resources. They got teams of people in the offices researching this stuff and doing the numbers for all they picks every day. Like this is these people's job. Oh, real quick sidebar note. Everybody in Next Play, go watch Billions. Billions will tell you a lot. You know what I mean? Even though it's a TV show, you go watch
I've seen
Billions.
Billions.
Go watch Billions so you can get a little bit of, it's
Bruh.
somewhat fictional, but go watch Billions so you can understand how this trading thing works. And you'll probably get a lot of insight off of it just from watching Billions and seeing how they conduct the trades, like hedge funds, learning a lot of information.
That is my favorite show, guys. He just said a mouthful there. I'm telling you, watch that show, it will change the way you think about trading.
Yeah.
What you mean?
It empower you. Trust me.
Yeah,
Trust
Billions.
me.
If you go watch
Billions.
Billions, if everybody go watch Billions, you'll see how they operate with these learning about the trades. Like, all of it is not true. You know what I mean, on Billions, because it's a TV show. But it gives the writers whenever something's written to be as a show, they have to go get factual information to make it seem real, so people that know about it will actually watch the show. So we got to say that, but we're not gonna say that it's a true 100% understanding, but it'll help you understand a higher level of what what kind of trading happens, how they go find deals and manipulate the trades, how they short trade people, or they find stocks because they want to get some gas stock, so they go short something else to make the gas stock price go down, so they can buy it slow and then push the number back up. And this is how hedge funds do it. So that's why I say, like, it's crazy when we talk about these plays because that's what they doing. They really do got insider information. They just can't get caught. The name of the game don't get caught. Just like the street.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, on to my second story. basically there's a company called Engine. I put it in the chat. It's called, the company is called Engine Number One. And if you haven't heard, this company actually took on Exxon Mobil and they won, meaning that this company, Engine One, has 3 seats on Exxon Mobil's board, which because Exxon Mobil didn't want to diversify to the green status. They wanted to stay burning and using up, putting CO2 into the atmosphere and everything else. All the other oil companies have started to convert, but Exxon Mobil didn't want to do that. So what they did, they took $272 million, invested it into Exxon Mobil, and somehow they have gotten 3 seats on the board. And now that they have 3 seats on the board, they can make changes within Exxon right now.
Oh, that sounds like a corporate takeover.
Exactly, hostile takeover.
Yeah, that sounds like a
But it is.
that's a corporate
And
takeover.
and what's happened as a result of that is that I did my research on Engine One. Engine One is an EFT under the name Vote, VOTE. It is trading at right now $52.97. Guess how old the company is?
Oh,
4 to 5 days old.
Huh?
what?
Huh?
What the heck happened?
Wait a minute.
Vote
Hold on.
is 4 to 5
That
days.
don't make sense.
Hold on.
The EFT, I'm telling you, the EFT, I'm
So-
looking at a chart right now that only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles. That means I have it on a day chart. That means it's
But-
only 5 days old. It
But how-
just released an
And
EFT
it's called
5
Vote.
days ago.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
VOT.
So you're saying that
VOTE.
you're saying that the company that got the seats on Exxon started a new EFT, and the new EFT that they started is called Vote.
Yeah, there you
Okay.
go.
So
How'd
guess
you
what?
find that out, though?
Man, hey, I do the news, man. I get down and dirty, boy. Get into the oil, get a little slick here and there. Slicker than okra juice sometimes.
Joking is crazy.
But yeah, man. Yeah.
Crazy.
So,
It's crazy.
and but no, Stacey, here's the thing. What have I been saying for probably like the last 2 weeks? I gotta find me an energy company. I gotta find me an energy company.
Right.
Vote is an energy company because they have a seat on Exxon Mobil, which is Engine Number One. So indirectly, I would still be in an energy sector if I bought Vote.
I'm gonna check it out. We might chart it up, see what's going on. We might do a little research on
Yeah,
Vote.
because it mean if
There's
engine number one, if
there's
engine
no
number,
research to be done. It's only 5 days old.
so engine
Well,
number one, how
we-
long
we
engine
can-
number one been around?
Now that I don't know.
Yeah,
Engine
I
number
would've
one.
gotta-
No, they've been around for a minute. They've been around.
What do you know what they do?
Yes, they actually go in and restructure companies.
Oh, they raiders,
They go in and
corporate
restructure.
raiders.
I'm like, I don't know what the terminology is, but
Yeah, they
yeah,
corporate.
they've
that
been
makes
around
sense.
for a minute. Hmm.
Yeah, they finna go in and turn Exxon Mobil around.
But they turn them around to like a green company because they don't want to do it. They don't want
Well,
to
you
comply,
gotta
but
understand that the Exxon Mobil is in real big with the Middle East, Royal Dutch Shell. You know, when you go back and look, like the oil business is really big. Like there's still
I know.
oil in them there hills. Like just,
I know Exxon is up 50% since the pandemic.
they're saying that they're predicting for what is it, a barrel to go up to like $73 a barrel.
That's close to where it's at then.
Yeah.
That's close to where it's at right now. Because I know back during the pandemic, Exxon was trading for around $40, $44, somewhere up in there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it's
Yeah.
up about 50%. So yeah, we need to check them out, man.
yeah, we gotta
Oh,
check
yeah.
that out.
Yes, sir. There's another energy company called Total Energy. This is a French company, and it again has something to do with the going green standard. But this company should be taking a hit because of what they're trying to do. It's these Chinese, man, they try that slick stuff. So what they do, they're refining refining gas or something in another country and shipping it all the way to China. But the boats they're using to ship it on and releases more carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, shipping it over there from where they're mining it from. So they're giving them like a 3% go green, whatnot, to a company somewhere else, saying that hey, they helping the economy to go back green by investing in this green space. And actually, the green space is in Africa now. They're investing in the green space in Africa, 3%, but it's costing more than 3% to get the natural gas back over there. I was like, man, these jokers, they slick, man.
It's all about the Benjamins, baby.
Yeah, but I just wanted, the company is called Total Energy, man. You guys can look at it, and hey, it might be something there. I don't know.
Okay.
Because I'm not the only one that caught that story. I'm like, wait a minute. So by now this stock might be up, quick in and out, make you some money, throw it over in something else. And that's it for my news segment for the day.
Well, that's some good news. Well, y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all for my part for the day, man, because I'm back on Palantir. I keep talking to y'all about Palantir. Palantir stock they just beat earnings estimate by like 49%. Something
What
that's
is Palantir at?
unheard. Something that is unheard of. Unheard of. Like they and the craziest part about it, this is the same stock that everybody keeps saying, don't nobody know nothing about it. Don't nobody know nothing about it. Kathy Wood just bought a whole bunch of it.
Oh, really?
Yes, Kathy Wood. I'm gonna put it up for everybody real quick. Kathy Wood just bought a whole bunch of it. And it's one of them situations of you gotta understand that this is what's going on. So
What's the ticker on that?
PLTR. Hold on one second. PLTR. Give me 1 second to get it all situated.
Okay. Is that Palantir Technologies?
Huh?
Palantir Technologies.
Yeah. So if everybody on the live, y'all should be able to see it now because I'm presenting it to everybody. Y'all can see that.
Hey man, I like that. That's a straight upwards trend right
You
there.
see that? So yeah,
Well,
everybody, can you see that? Stacey, can you see that?
Yeah, I can see it.
All right, so everybody can see it. So this is the thing. Palantir jumped 15% Thursday, and it's been rising 9% of the whole year, right? It was down 5%, right? And this is the thing. You see how much they just put in? ARK bought 5.6 million Palantir shares for all of his actively traded funds. Now, I've been talking about this for a minute because I like, for some reason, I like this company because nobody knows what they do, and they do data analytics.
We talked about it a month, probably about 3 weeks ago, remember?
Yeah, we did.
When they were projecting that Palantir stock was going to be $100.
Yeah. Well,
when did Kathy buy into buy those shares?
Last Thursday. Well,
Thursday. And when did the shares
hold on. Let me say this. Just like I showed y'all about the Edgar database, this could just be when they telling us she bought in. You see what I'm saying? Because they not really like you can't just go buy 5.6 million shares on one day.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Like there's no way possible you can go buy 5.6 million shares on one day. You know what I mean?
On average, she's averaged in.
Yeah, she's averaged in over a period of time, and that's when she. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say billions. You'll understand that they not buying all these shares at one time. They gonna space it out because it would change. The price of the market will move so much if they bought these shares like this. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
And so.
It's not in the buy zone though, is it?
It's not in the buy zone. True enough.
Uh-uh.
But this right here,
Well,
It might be. It look like it is.
I,
No, it's out of the buy zone.
but check this out. You see our screen right now? Revenue grew by
Mhm.
41%, 49% in quarter one. And it
In
ain't
quarter
just
one, yeah.
and it ain't just from the government contracts that they got.
In quarter two, it grew 49%.
wow.
Somebody got me playing on the YouTube on their thing. I can
My
hear
bad, my bad, my bad.
So
I'll look into that one. I'm gonna look into that one. I might go. I might pick it up.
so this is
Monday.
why I say to you, this company is growing. Nobody still knows what it does. I reached out to a couple of people that C-suite executives and asked them have they ever heard of it, and they work for some big companies. They don't know. They've never really heard. It's like, nah, we never heard. So I really want to find out what product they selling to make all this money.
How
Because
much are they worth?
give
Hang on.
me
Let
one
me see.
second. You can pull that up.
Well, technical saying that it's a strong buy
Long buy.
right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
So I'm buying in again. I don't bought this stock, sold this stock because I got stopped out. I'm buying in again tomorrow. As y'all can see, I got it charted up
Okay.
already. And I'm looking at my chart and I'm like, hey, I'm buying in again tomorrow. I might, get a little taste, and if it move up. But if y'all can see, buyers in the
So,
market.
where's you buying in at? Around
I'm
what?
buying in at 25. I'm gonna make the market come to me. If it don't come to me, I'm not doing it. 24.50.
24.50.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Okay.
putting. That's what I set. That's what I set my. That's what I set my buy price in for tomorrow at 24.50. Because I think it's gonna move down a little bit, and then it'll move up. So I'm gonna try to keep.
I'm,
I want it to come to me, and versus. I don't know what it's gonna open up. Right now, it's saying 29. Well,
yeah.
right now, it's saying 25.70 is what the open probably gonna be. But that could change in the morning. So my
Yeah.
24.50 may not get there, but I'm gonna leave it at 24.50 tomorrow and just see. And that way I can, you know what I'm saying? Because when I first charted it up earlier today, it was at 20. It's at 24.90 is where it closed at on Friday.
Yeah. So
So
you use the money, you have a slight pullback, don't you?
you might have a little pullback early in trade, and then that's why I said I'm gonna try to catch on that back pull before
Yeah.
if it gonna move up for the day.
Yep.
But if you look at the chart that's in front of you, you kind of notice that it's been inching up, inching up, inching up, inching up, and it's actually above the 50. So as we know, it touched it tried to touch and go up, but it got pushed back down. So I think it's gonna push down, but once everybody really get the news, and a lot of people gonna be on the news just like I was when I saw it, because
Yeah.
a lot
But
of
look at
people,
the bottom. Look
yeah,
at the bottom, man. You got a whole lot of buyers
a lot of
in the
people
market.
buying into the stock because the company is posting proven numbers. Now, also, I want to say something to somebody. When I read this, I thought about Enron. People lying about their numbers because nobody knows what this company does.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
True.
saying? Nobody really understands what this company does, but I'm back on it because it has consistently proven. See, we way back here in April when we looked at it the last time. You see what I mean? And since April, I don't got stopped out of it. It went down to 2019, and but when this stock came out earlier this year, we looking at it got all the way up to
41, ain't it? I think like 41, somewhere around there.
it got up to like 45. It got up to 45, and then it wicked back out.
Mm-hmm.
So this stock this is one of the ones everybody is actually been talking about. But I want to tell y'all why I think the craziest thing that I want to see about it, this right here. Wall Street Bets is starting to get in on the banking side of stocks. These are the same people that created the AMC GameStop. This is the same group of people that, if they kind of get behind it, they usually can make some kind of moves on it. So, it's really interesting to see that um this company is still being floated around and it's making money, it's doing positive things, and the company ain't even really a year old.
Nope.
And so, the thing is, nobody can understand how they keep making them. They keep making the profit margins that they keep making, and they're saying that it's not just government contracts. That means that it's private sector stuff. They're actually getting money from companies for data analytics, and that's all the company does is do data analytics. So, one of the biggest things that is I keep telling everybody, watch this stock, because this thing is about to move. I mean, you got big time companies actually investing in it. I did see that. I gotta go look and check it completely again because I did some research on it. But
Millionaire
BlackRock
is
bought into it earlier this year.
oh, that's what I
Yeah,
was asking.
they bought into it earlier this year. But see, this might be a test on my BlackRock theory because I hadn't seen them buy any more of it. You see what I mean? And they don't have a whole lot of it. I think they have just close to 1 million shares. So that ain't
Yeah,
really a whole lot of it because it was back when they bought it, they own less than like 0.5%.
yeah,
But you think a company like BlackRock, with the amount of money they got and the amount of information they got, and they got to return, give a return to all their investors, they know. We don't know, but
yeah.
they know before they buy 1 million shares whether or not that company is solid.
True.
You know what I mean? Like BlackRock won't go and buy something like a Neo, you know,
Unless
because
they
they
put,
have their people on the ground
yeah.
who know, what I'm saying, that okay, this company, they playing games. But if BlackRock investing in it with the amount of staff they got, you made a good point, man. These people got people on staff who are on projects. They may put 4 people on Plantier and say, hey, research this company because they got the liquid to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We don't have that type of liquid.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess, that the term everybody's probably familiar with, follow the money or watch the whales. You got Kathy Wood and you got BlackRock, you know.
So yeah. So I mean, and with that being said, I mean, the other thing about this company that's a little bit interesting is the 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 CEOs and the CFOs. Everybody get paid in stock. Their salaries are really really low, so they're making money off the company doing good. So they got an incentive to build this company up. That's one of the things that you always want to really, because and you look at it from the perspective of the street level. if if you want to make money, you got to take less money to be able to make money, so you got an incentive to work hard so you can make more money. So that's the thing about this company that's a year old. Like, you got to understand, I keep talking about it because at first I was scared of it, but this company, they got more government contracts that don't nobody know about. Now it's coming out that they're selling to more private companies as well. And nobody really knows what this company does. Like, nobody has ever really figured out what this company actually sells. And and so it's crazy, but the numbers are actually reporting that it's a good company. And that's why they even say in here that they believe that they're undervaluing the company to make it easier for people to start making money off of.
Mm.
But as we say, this company, you got to understand, they making any investor is going to see they made money 2 quarters straight. That's a positive. That means they're doing something right. When you look at the business plan or whatever they doing, they made money 2 quarters straight. They over exceeded expectations 2 quarters straight. So that's a positive company just because of the simple fact that they got the numbers to back it up. Money, men lie, women lie, numbers don't
Numbers
lie.
don't lie.
Yeah. Ain't lying.
Yeah,
Yes, they're coming from China.
well, yeah, that's
Now
another.
China is
Yeah,
you
they say
can best
China,
believe.
China might get you.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
It's the
So
numbers.
yeah, so we back on Plantier. Um, I think that this is uh, I I think that if we go back and understand that, you know, Kathy Wood is the person to beat that everybody's trying to beat right now, because she has her funds are making more money, and her investment firm is making more money than anybody else right now. So her team is really putting together winners. For her to go buy this, because she can't afford to lose. Like, she can't afford to buy into something, and then her name is no longer carry weight. She's still trying to establish a name. So when we look at BlackRock, we got to also understand that Kathy Wood is the new and upcoming person in Wall Street that everybody's, you know, after and following. So BlackRock is the establishment. Kathy Wood is the new actual newcomer that everybody's watching. And like I say, if you read on here, it, like I said, it just shows that her funds, you know what I mean, have been the best in the public's eye for the basically of 2020 and 2021.
Yeah, except for her fund XLY.
Yeah,
No, the ARC fund is taking a beating. I can tell you that.
yeah.
I bought into that business, and it's being beat down brutally, bro. Right now, the ARC fund, but it's a long play. 2023 option.
Yeah.
So what's gonna happen? We'll see. All right. Well, that's it for you, Frank. Because
That's
we
it
got
for
Miss
me.
we got Miss Tubner, who might have a success story for us. She was a
Man.
success.
The success story is she out those streets yet?
I'm working on it. I'm working.
Hey, Miss Tubner.
I'm working. Hey.
Look like a Dallas Cowboy cheerleader.
Huh?
You looking like a Dallas Cowboy cheerleader.
Oh my God.
Don't
Go
say that.
Cowboy.
Don't say that.
That's
Oh,
so
no,
funny.
no.
Oh,
You about to wrap it up. You got any success stories for us? You did good this week.
no, but one of my church members, I definitely want us to interview him. His name is Jay, and so him and a group of people just bought a lot of property in Belize. So he shared his
Belize?
story with us at church. Uh-huh.
Belize is good. I love Belize.
And so he is definitely interested in coming. We wrapped a little bit today after church. And so he's definitely interested in coming on board and, kind of sharing his success story. But it's a group of them who purchased this property.
Okay. Well, you had a night watch service.
Night watch service.
Huh?
Well, set it
Yeah.
up.
Where was I
Nicole.
going?
Night watch.
No, this was daytime. Listen, today was my day to serve. I had to usher today, so I got a daytime service. But no, I really would
But you had the money plate.
like for you all to bring him on the show.
You had the money plate.
You have money plate. That's what the ushers do.
You got the money plate.
We don't have we pass buckets at our church. Colorful buckets.
Pastor got a Bentley then. Y'all got a bucket.
He does not. He drives a silver Honda Accord. All his congregation driving all these other cars. He drives a silver Honda.
Set it up though. We'd love to hear about it. We'd love to hear about the people who believe. Set it up. Tell them to get in there.
Especially
Yeah, we want to hear
if
what's
it's
going
written them
on.
out. Especially if it's
The
written.
pastor, he's one of my church members. We just go to church.
Yeah, he written the child
Okay,
out.
so he definitely wants to come on.
Yeah, tell them to call me. We'll set it up for next
Huh?
week. We'll tell them to call me. We'll set it up.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll send you. I'll send Franco. I'll send his information, and he actually just got connected with the mayor. So that was awesome. He actually got to eat dinner with her. And now she calls him every day. So
You mean Miss Bottoms?
Hey,
huh?
The mayor, Miss Bottoms?
No, the mayor in Belize, not the mayor in Atlanta.
Okay.
Oh yeah, set it up. Well, I think everybody would love to hear about it. I mean,
Yeah. We all about investment
We
over
all
here.
about investment. So let's set it up.
Business.
Right.
real estate.
Absolutely, because he's had a really I think he was homeless, and he has a really success story. He's a really cool guy.
Mhm.
It's one of my church members, so
Good.
I'll call him. Mhm.
Well, we know how
That's
church
only on
members
yeah,
are.
that's only on
All
Sunday.
right,
He only a church member
Oh
on
no, no,
Sunday.
no. I do church Monday through Sunday. So I,
And we
people
know how
may get
you
it.
are.
And you
No,
out in
but
them
people
streets
may get.
now.
okay, take your time. I'll be there.
It doesn't matter, but people may get my street ability incorrect. But
That
I'm
man,
Jesus every day.
Perfect. That'll be good.
I'll just
he-
mess
I'm
even
with you,
rolling with
Je-
Nicole.
Jesus every day.
Nicole, you one of my
Jesus
favorite people.
even
What'd
Jesus
you say?
ate with the saints in the center.
I say you my
He,
favorite people.
he did it. He sure did. So that's why I said in my live post today, I sin every single day. I know I do something wrong every day, but Jesus still loves me. So
Well, I don't know
Yeah,
about
he
that's
that.
all
does.
that
He gonna
matters.
he gonna look at you and say, God damn, this girl here again.
Y'all got my mama in here laughing at this foolery.
This goddamn girl again. Man, I
Look at
can
this
see
fool.
it. Look at this fool. Again, you done ran out of Skittles or something, man. You gotta come with a bribe. You gotta get him $40 or something. Yeah,
That's good, man. Yeah, bring him over. Bring him on. Is he renting the properties out over there for like cash flow or what?
No, he didn't really get in there because he don't have that long to be up there being the worship facilitator. So,
Okay.
but I didn't get an opportunity to talk back with him when I left church. I had other stuff to do, but
Mhm.
I'll definitely call him sometime this week. I'll try to catch up with him. But he texted me today. He was like, "Yeah, Nicole, I want to come on and talk to everybody." And so I was like, "Cool." I said, "We probably can set something up." I mean,
Cause I've been thinking about getting over there to Belize.
and I'm thinking about buying some property. I mean, I need to try to. I
Yeah,
want to
it's low
stretch
over
my
there.
money.
It's lower over there than it is in DR. It
Well, I
is.
got
That's
a
what he
real estate
said.
agent.
You do?
Yeah, who's actually got property, who's selling property in the DR. They're selling condos over there. 2-bedroom condos, one bedroom on one end, another bedroom on the other end, with 2 full baths, kitchen, and the living room in the middle. And they're pre-selling them right now.
Roommate plan.
Oh wow!
Yeah, they're pre-selling them.
For how much?
They're a little steep, anywhere from 150 and up. So, yeah, I know in the DR it's a little steep, but I think it's like going to be kind of like on a resort area. It's going to be with the beachfront, with the pool and all that stuff. So you could, and the plan is to Airbnb the units out for cash flow.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. So
if you decided to make a purchase like that out of the country, so say if I wanted to get a loan or whatever, would you finance the loan in America or would I have to finance in that country?
You can do
I'm
both.
not sure, but I do know they have
40%.
all the financing and everything in place. And I know you got to put, just from what she told me, you got to put a certain amount of money down. And what they're doing,
That's what he said.
You're paying the money like every quarter. So it might be 20,000 one quarter, 20,000 the next quarter, so on and so forth, something like that, until you get it paid off. And by the time they got it set up, by the time you pay it, it'll be finished, and you have the unit scot-free.
Yep.
It's how they got it worked out.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. And
Because I know for sure. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're fine. Go ahead.
Well, I know it's a number of them. I'm not for sure how many that went in to do this investment, but I mean it's a lot of land, and I mean they're trying to like build stores, all kind of stuff.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they're trying to like bring businesses over there.
Sound like a Greenwood.
It's a lot of stuff. Huh?
Sound like a Greenwood over there.
Yeah, he is definitely trying to do some big. Come on, drive. He's trying to do some big things. So
See that you gonna go to hell just for cussing your mama out. Thou shalt not disrespect mother and father. You going to hell already. It ain't even Monday yet. See that you going to hell.
what in the world?
Yeah, you going to hell right now.
Cause I'm telling my mama to be careful. Cause I'm telling my mama to be careful in my
your mama
car.
drive. You just got out of church already going to hell.
She don't know how to drive this performance car.
Why you got
So I'm about to drive it.
You going to hell for lying now, cause she be driving all the time. See that? You get out of church lying. Come on now.
Hey,
I
man.
would never disrespect my parents.
All right. Good deal.
Thank you, Stacy. Thank you for bringing the group back.
Oh boy, it's getting
But
hot.
I mean, would that be something that you all would one day be interested in?
Yeah.
Trying to, do something like that?
Oh yeah, definitely. Anything with real estate,
Yeah.
I've been investing
Real estate is money.
since 2012.
So Sam, you gotta tell me how you got this 0% interest rate. I said, look, I was telling people at the table, I was like, look, he got like 3 credit cards with I think it was 3. Did you say 3 or 5?
If you got that 800 credit score, you can get a 0%.
I don't have it. I don't have it yet. It's coming.
Well, here's the thing: if you got 725 and 800, the same thing.
Yeah, it's the same.
It's the same thing.
You think so?
I know so.
Let me tell you, because when I got my BMW credit card, but those type of credit cards, the interest rates are high on those, because I had a 792. So when I financed 2 things I financed a car, and then they said, hey, you qualify for a BMW credit card, and I should have said no. I should have said no, but I'm Black and I was excited, and I said yes, I'm gonna take that credit card. And I had a Navy Federal credit card too, but not thinking about the interest rate. But it was crazy because the interest rate, like I had a 2.2% on the car, financing a car, but the interest rate was so high.
On the credit card.
So, right. I'm so glad I paid that credit card off, but I try to charge something like once a month, maybe for $100, $200, and I pay it right off. So if I charge it, I'll pay it off.
What about American Express? Do you use American Express?
I said no, because I don't think right now that I'm financially responsible, but I'm not disciplined for American Express right now.
But
I don't feel that.
American Express don't have their same policy with all their cards, right?
Right.
You don't have to pay it off every month now.
And what you can do with American Express is, depending on your lifestyle, you can get a card that follows your lifestyle with American Express. And so the goal is, with an American Express card, is to use it, and if you can, just pay it off. But the idea is to accumulate those points to support your lifestyle. And so, like, if you like, Nike shoes, and you're a shopper or something like that, then they will give you a card that's tailored to shopping. And so you get the maximum amount of points every time you shop. Case in point, I got an electronics company. So audio, video, text, I have an American Express card that is tailored for electronic purchases. So every time I use it to purchase parts for a customer, I get the maximum amount of points. And then I can turn around and use those points, in the business somewhere, which actually sometimes it reduces the equipment cost, because I can use those points to go towards the equipment, which reduces the cost of the equipment, which brings back more profit to the company.
I do mine with gas on them.
Yep.
Gas.
Yep.
I'm real good with gas.
Okay, so you have an American Express as well, Sam?
Yeah.
You have an Amex? I just was trying to consider getting it, but I was just gonna do it probably with Delta, because I do like to travel. So I try to get those points. However, I did not like the fact that I would have to spend $3,000 within a certain amount of time.
Well,
that has been $3,000.
But here, Nicole, you probably spend the $3,000. You could, like, your car note, your car insurance.
Get all off that 1 month.
Your shopping, all that stuff will accumulate to the $3,000.
Well, BMW does not allow you to use a credit card to pay anything, and I don't believe my mortgage company, because I thought about that, because I do push out.
But
because I'm gonna have because I have to
go in that car.
I have a gas card.
Don't you eat groceries? All you
Yes.
do is change over your habits. Use that card for all the habits that you normally would do to accumulate your
Mhm.
points or whatever. And then once you do it, you fall back. But
Yeah.
you're gonna use that money, allocate that same money to pay those bills. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
And then
It's
just
called
pay it right off.
it's a credit card hack. And
Yeah.
I know how to do that thing.
Yeah. The credit
So
card.
yeah,
I
look,
pay
y'all
that
gotta
payment
y'all
twice.
gotta coach me with that, because I mean I get it mentally, like, yeah, I can do it, but I may go and pull and do something stupid on one of them cards, and then it's just like, oh, you know what? I got $1,000. I know one thing I will say is finance. And my friend said, when I first bought my BMW,
Mhm.
he was like, make sure you get finance with BMW. He was like, if you can get finance with BMW, he was like, you gonna watch your credit move. And I mean, I'm just grateful to God I've never missed a payment in all the, with all 3 cars I've had. So, my credit score has moved with that company, but I'm gonna think about the American Express. I don't want to add any more credit right now, because I'm just trying to, clear off the debt that I
Well,
do have.
I think of course, it'd be, if you got it, it'd just be an inquiry on your credit report. Now, here's the thing. If you do decide, say, okay, I'm gonna get an American Express card, right?
Mm-hmm.
What you want to do before you even apply for the card, you want to ask yourself, are there any other cards I may want?
Do it all at once.
And you do all of them within those 14 days.
Yep.
One hit.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I know the credit card. Hey, Frank, we off the air? Are we still on the air?
I'm finna take you off the air right now because you don't want to give too many secrets.
Are
And
we off the air?
we'll make that a whole
He's
thing.
talking.
Mike
I
is
think.
on.
Yeah, he's talking. So he
Okay.
must be concluding it. So go ahead.
I want to thank everybody for joining Next Play Investors. We're having a little bit of after talk tonight. You know what I mean? So I want to make sure everybody is actually happy and good. You can always join Next Play Investors and see a lot of different things. We basically in a situation where we're gonna sit back and actually learn and be able to teach you some stuff. This is why you should join the live sometime, because we have an after talk after the show, so you can get a lot of information that we're actually doing on the behind the scenes within the group, and we don't put out to the public. That's what you just saw. So I want to tell you again, thank you for coming out to Next Play Investors. Join us every Sunday at 7:30 to 9, where we're talking about stocks, cryptocurrency, and real estate. We're talking about investments, how to make money, trucking, windows, electronics, whatever it takes to make money. If you got a product or service and you want to come on and talk to the group and be put out into YouTube and Facebook so everybody see your product and brand, definitely give us a shout, and we'll definitely be able to help you market and get your brand up to the top point. We're just trying to basically use group economics to be able to make sure that we all can actually learn and work together as a people and as a group and as friends and as people that are amongst each other out here in the world. Again, thank you for joining Next Play Investors again. We want to invite you out, join the Facebook group, watch us on YouTube, like and subscribe, and we love for you to come back again. Everybody, we want to tell you again and again, we love it that you're actually here. Until the next time we actually there, we want to say what. Make sure you find out what's the next play. Y'all have a wonderful night, and see y'all next week.